So another useful feature for interpreting questions on the Science of Teaching Reading exam is going to be the understanding between decoding and encoding, which are very simple concepts. And I'd like to use the domains of language that also are pertinent to the Science of Teaching Reading exam. And the 4 domains of language are going to be speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Now these are either receptive strategies or receptive dispositions or productive. So when we speak and we write, we're producing text and we're producing speech. And when we read, we're decoding text and we're also decoding, conversation, right? So we're interpreting stuff. So one useful way to interpret this is decoding are, strategies where you're receiving information, and encoding are strategies where you're producing information. Now, encoding in the TEKS and in the Science of Teaching Reading exam is going to be typically associated with writing, specifically in relationship to spelling. So they kind of like to connect encoding to spelling, and that's going to be in the TEKS. Because being able to spell correctly or orthography is also a goal of Science of Teaching Reading instruction. So we want kids to spell words correctly. So it's very against like the whole language approach or balanced reading approach, where in the past kids were told that, well, you'll eventually get it, just write whatever you want, and they can scribble everywhere. And so the idea here is that spelling is a skill that can be taught, through strategy-based measures, right, through research. And so decoding is different. The way it's interpreted through the Science of Teaching Reading instruction is that it's how children orally produce speech through text. So as a child reads text, they're taking apart, sounds, words, and so they're decoding. And actually the decoding stage is something you break free from when kids reach automaticity and they can just read automatically without like parsing text, right? So decoding is definitely an early reading stage, but keep in mind these two because they will turn up in various forms in the Science of Teaching Reading exam. So.